Hi everyone, David here. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for coming back for another video, or welcome if it's your first time. Thanks for joining us. So how are you doing? I'm doing okay. It's pretty warm in Osaka, to be honest. Suddenly it's got warm at night as well, so I'm sleeping a bit weird. I didn't have much sleep though. I woke up at 4 AM today to watch the Eurovision Song Contest live on YouTube. That's kind of a tradition, watching it and talking with my family and friends at home. Luckily it all went off fairly smoothly. We got a winner that wasn't going to plunge the contest into chaos, so that's always nice. I'm not here to talk about Eurovision though. I'm going to talk about the Expo. I'm back again. This is the fourth time to visit the Expo site, and I've got a new clutch of pavilions to show you. I managed to get some of the reservations for some of the more strict pavilions that need reservations. So today, I've got my note here, I can't remember. I'm going to Canada, that's one of my reservations, and the Netherlands as well. I'm going to visit the Commons D Pavilion. So the Commons Pavilions are the groups of small countries. I'm going to take a quick look in the Commons A Pavilion again. I did the Commons A Pavilion in one of my previous videos, but I missed a couple of the booths, some of the countries in my montage, so I'm going back for a couple of those. I managed to get a reservation on the day to go to the Osaka Health Pavilion as well, which is one of the big ones. And afterwards I went to South Korea, Azerbaijan and Colombia. So you can check those out today. I'm going to hand over to myself, we're going to narrate those. And afterwards I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I got free this time. And also, what else? I'm going to give you a ranking as well. So far I've been to quite a lot of pavilions, so which are the ones I recommend? I'm going to tell you that at the end. Okay, so thanks for watching so far. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I've got lots more Expo stuff to come out. Please leave a comment or a question about the Expo. I'll help you with that. And what else? Share the channel too. You can give me a super like if you want to support this channel financially. That would help me a lot. And also you can join one of my membership levels if you're really into this kind of stuff. So please join me. Okay, so I'm going to get ready. Get my put your 3D glasses on at home. We're going to get ready for number 4. That's 3. Number 4. Visit number 4 to the Expo. So I'll see you on the other side, and please enjoy. Okay, welcome back to Yumeshima Station. We're here for the 4th time to enter the Expo. As you can see, pretty crowded. This was 10 AM on a Sunday, or maybe this was about 9:30. I managed to get through without too much trouble, and there were a lot of tubers here today. I think there was some kind of brass band event going on. I had a couple of reservations ready, but I decided to go to Commons A to pick up some of the countries I missed in my previous videos. So here we are at Eswatini, one of these landlocked African countries. So lots of arts and crafts here, some nice glassware of elephants. And I presume that's a famous mountain over there, and their very young looking king. Also Grenada, they were promoting their health and wellness industries. So go and relax in Grenada. But my first reservation here was for the Canada Pavilion, which I believe you needed to get a reservation for. They said you could just wait, but it would take about 2 hours. Even with the reservation, it took me about 20 minutes to get inside, finally. Very sunny. So here we are, nice Canadian colour scheme. This guy was making the line go pretty slowly. He was trying to entertain people at the front with some rock, scissors, paper. So inside you get these kind of portable tablet things which you can hold up. You can see the sky salmon, and go to this iceberg room where you can use a lot of AR technology to see various bits of Canadian culture. You can see the people on the sleds there, the kind of First Nations people. And a bit of a jump scare. One of them was at the end of this iceberg. These little handheld things are quite heavy actually, but yeah, it's quite interesting. And giant turtle. I've been reading a lot of Discworld recently, so that was quite nice. Very tall iceberg there. That's representing the CN Tower in Toronto. And lovely nature as well. Oh, goodness me, look at the size of that beaver. So we could just kind of wander around there. You can see a little space area too. You can enjoy the Canadian space industry. Some floating astronauts. And outside, on the way out, you can see some information about Canada, the various provinces. Are they called provinces? Territories? I'm not sure. And a little photo spot there if you need to sit down, which I definitely did. It was a nice day, so just having a bit of a wander around. There's the Portuguese pavilion over there with the ropes. I think there was a little band space on the second floor over there too. As you can see, pretty crowded. I really want to get into some of these mid-sized country ones, Switzerland and Austria, for example. I thought I'd try another round of Commons Pavilion, so I'm going to do a little quick rundown. As you can see, lots of small countries in these ones. I only got through about half of them, so I'll have to move on to my next reservation after that. So you can pick up a lot here, but I'll let you just watch for a moment and I'll see you on the other side of this little display. Okay, we got to Pakistan, but there was a long line to get in, which was quite unusual, and I had a reservation to get to, so to be continued, Commons D. I had a reservation for the Netherlands. This time this is one of the ones that I think I needed a reservation for. It was quite difficult to get in. So as you go in, you're given some balls to hold. Sorry, orbs, I think they were called. And you can see some little Miffy storybooks along the side as well. You have to charge up your balls, orbs, on this magic mirror. And you can take this around with you and pass the energy on. Wasn't really sure what the concept of this was. All the explanations I heard spoken were in Japanese, but there was a little bit of English information there about working together with nature and working together as a human race. Obviously, the Dutch people with their mirrored ceilings, they're not going to shake any rumours like that. And a bit of teamwork, you can touch your orbs, and finally we get to the sort of planetarium show thing. I don't know what this was displaying. Just about how we should preserve life on Earth, because things are going a little bit crazy at the moment. And the orbs dancing around the one smoke detector right in the middle. And a little bit of information after that about different types of renewable energy. There's a very strange part with this magic mirror. They made us all stand around in a circle and sync up our balls. Something about teamwork. And then we all kind of stared in the mirror for ages. I don't know if we were supposed to be wishing something. All of that was in Japanese, so no idea what was going on there. And you can see some Miffy as well. I decided to buy some food, finally. I got a stroopwafel and apparently cheese toast with Gouda cheese, which was not toasted whatsoever. Don't know what they were thinking about there. So, having a stroll around, another little Pokemon display. You can see some Lapras. And there was a lot of long lines today. Even the escalator had a long line, so you can see what's going on a Sunday. Now, my next reservation, I managed to get one for the Osaka Healthcare Pavilion, which, as you're going to see, is going to take a lot longer than I expected. We've got a bit of a leaky roof there. I think I've been stuck watching TikTok on these like unclogging drains, so that was giving me vibes about that. You have to sign up for the website and type in some of your life vital statistics. Then you go into these little pods, and they'll give you a full body scan. Covering my skin. Oh, they told me I've got dry skin. That's not very nice. I'm going to hold up my hair as well. What have I got? Moisture. Oh, scanning for all of these things. I thought it was complimenting me, but it was actually just measuring. Dry damage. How dare you? Sleek. Very sleek. That's what people say about me. My skin rank. Oh, dry skin. Oh no, I'm not very firm. I've got a C. That's a bit... I feel like I was being dragged through the dirt on this one. How's my eyesight? I think my eyesight's pretty good, to be honest. B. Okay, well, whatever. My brain rank. Yeah, I had to do some kind of memory test as well. B. Oh, I'm not going to make it into Harvard at that rate. Muscle mass. Oh, okay. I've got a strong body. That's good. Cardiovascular rank. Ooh, C. Age 43. Oh, okay, that's not good. So finally, they give you the grand results. 45? Oh, how outrageous. Never coming back here. I think the teeth scan went a bit funny. So anyway, after that you proceed to the top level and take a virtual flight into Nakanoshima Park in the center of Osaka. And you finally get to meet yourself in the future. So the scanning was to kind of generate a 2050 version of yourself. So here we are, traveling through time from 2025 to... my eyes have changed colour. Okay, around 2040 I'm going to go into brown eyes. And apparently that's what I'm going to look like. Dodgy facial hair. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm seeing it myself. Maybe I'm going to get into colour contacts. So apparently this only takes 60 minutes to get through. I took about 3.5 hours to get through the whole thing, including the lining up. But there's various little displays and activities you can try. So you can answer some questions about your lifestyle, and they'll prescribe you a nice snack. Got some nice chewy peach gummy sweets. And there's a dry shower as well, which is supposed to disinfect you completely. And you get some freebies as well. More freebies, got some mouthwash. Maybe they just thought that was smelly. Some stuff about cells, using egg membranes to make fabric as well. There she goes. Very light and airy. And I waited a long time for the virtual reality section as well. There's a little booth for that. That took about, at least half an hour. So you get on virtual reality and look like a loony, but luckily they can't see you. Unfortunately, Myaku exploded. R.I.P. Pour one out from Myaku. And you get to see some time travel fantasy about helping healthcare of the future. I decided to get my eyes tested as well. When they going to drag me through the dirt again. Some little anime girl was helping me out. Luckily I could do this in English, so that was quite useful. And you get an eye score. Oh dear, my eyes aren't very good. My eye skin was good. Okay, I'll take that. You can scan your head and become like a breakout person. Breakout block. I feel like I was actually leaving the site here. It was just curving around. I think we're just slightly outside the site. On to the final section where you meet your future selves in the city of the future. You get to see drone buses. You can see more bunny girls. I guess they're kind of around already. And Osaka Metro had their future trains, which are little capsules that link up together, which is kind of interesting. You get to see Umeda of the future, which looked completely different, but it's hopefully a little bit less confusing than the current Umeda. So hello New World, offering your drone taxi. So that was kind of interesting. A few games as well in this little future city area. You can see various features you can see in the new cities. You can do some hand-eye coordination games. And then finally the future self parade. So we can log in our future selves. Here I am again. Don't call it a comeback. And rather bizarre. It's kind of like those elf Christmas card things they used to do online. And see yourself doing crazy dances. And I thought I was finished, but we had a Game of Life to try as well. Game of Life Reborn. So you can play along with these little handheld tablets. And play as a group, but also play for yourself. I did pretty badly. I lost at the Game of Life. That's fairly inevitable. And you can see a completely artificial heart cell sample there. And also the bath of the future as well. You can get bathed in this little capsule. And some healthy food. There's quite a large kitchen area. I don't think you need to go around the whole pavilion to see the kitchen area, so I think you can just go. There's like a short course if you really want to do that without reservation. So that's kind of interesting. I had a bit of free time at the end. This actually took up most of my day, the health pavilion, so I went to the Korean pavilion. It was starting to rain a little bit, so I managed to get in fairly quickly. And you've got these little booths as you wait, and you've got to record your voice, what is important to you, and some lovely views of South Korea. So there you go, they can, what is most precious to you, you can record that and it gets used in the bazaar display that's coming up. So yeah, Festival of Lights and noise sampling, it was very strange. I thought I was having some kind of Clockwork Orange experience. So you can just kind of stand around bemused with your fellow guests and hear your voices being sampled. The next area had some kind of recycled human fossils, I don't know, concrete fossils. And you can breathe into these little pipes with your hot, stinky breath. Sorry, not him, I don't know, I wasn't trying to come for him. This looks a bit suspicious, H2 dispensers on the ceiling. And they're distributing these kind of burp bubbles down to everyone based on the breath that we gave. Oh, don't touch it. Ooh. Okay, she's got COVID now. And finally, a little K-pop section. Oh, look at this old phone. It looks really old. Maybe that was mine. Okay, so she's rediscovering her musical roots and collaborating with the past and the future. And there's some kind of K-pop fiasco fantasy. So it's kind of fun. And there's also, of course, a Korean kitchen. Korean food is very popular at the moment, so you can sample some of Korean delights. And a nice little gift shop at the end as well. You can buy some traditional goods. So that was the Korean Pavilion, quite nice. A little bit confusing. And I'd been tempted to go and see the Azerbaijan Pavilion for quite a while, but it was raining, so there was no line. I had a bit of a look inside. There's not really a lot inside. There's this nice display in the lobby with these dancing girls. But the only real display is this kind of circular room with the projections on it. It felt a little bit like the Brunei Pavilion, but there's a small museum as well. You can see some Azerbaijan traditional clothes, instruments as well. That's an Azerbaijan banjo, maybe, and some beautiful Asian carpets as well. And ceremonial swords and bullets. He's really ready for a fight. So I had a nice chat with the lady in there. And the Colombian Pavilion, that was one of my last ones to get. It was raining. Everything was either closing up or full still because everyone was getting concentrated in there. Some beautiful butterfly motif. It was very natural world focused, although there is this 100 Years of Solitude special edition there. And you're invited to touch the various textures of Colombia. Some nice rock salt there. Oh, I feel like the burglar alarm went off. It was allowed. Some nice projections on there too. And you can even try some water, I think. Well, it turned out to be some kind of weird slime. Otherwise, just take in the colourful Amazon biodiversity. That was their big point in the next room. So they're home to a lot of biodiversity and some little videos about Colombia. But I think that was enough for one day. I was absolutely knackered after what I was planning to do a half day. So thank you for watching so far, and I'll see you in a moment. Okay, welcome back. Thanks for staying all the way to the end. I really appreciate that. So what did you think of Expo Day 4? We got through some of the big pavilions that I needed to reserve. So I'm kind of a little bit of a weight off my shoulders. Still got a little one here though. I guess I can take these off now. Did you catch when I used these? This was free from the Antigua and Barbuda Pavilion. They just had one TV screen with a 3D image, which was yeah, nice. I like this kind of old school 3D glasses. I can't put those down. Yeah, so let's go through those. The Canadian Pavilion. One thing that was a little bit annoying is that you go through all this jumping through hoops and everything to get a reservation. So when you've got a time slot, it's quite a narrow time slot. Why does it take so long to get inside the building? I don't really understand how that works. if the schedule's slipping, then why are they letting in people from, well, without reservations? I don't know. So it took like 20 minutes to get in, which, having waited about 40 minutes to get into the gate, which is a little bit irritating, and I got a bit sunburnt. But the pavilion itself is quite nice. The kind of AR tablet thing was quite interesting. I've not seen something like that. A little bit heavy, but yeah, it had a good effect. So it sometimes took a few tries to make it work, but yeah, kind of interesting, and the people are quite friendly. So yeah, I might recommend that one. The Netherlands I thought was a little bit of a letdown. I wasn't sure why they had such a strict reservation system. The concept was a little bit vague for me, sharing power and the orbs, and it was a nice kind of use of technology, but I wasn't really sure what the payoff was. It was a bit like the electric power pavilion. They had the eggs, so I was getting similar vibes to that, kind of all concept and no content. Like the planetarium bit was quite nice, but yeah, I'd struggle to say that was a must-see anyway. But the restaurant was fairly reasonable too. I was a little bit annoyed by the Gouda cheese toast, which I thought, oh, that sounds nice. Toasted cheese sandwich, that sounds lovely. Was it toasted? Absolutely not. It was a nice sandwich. The cheese was nice, tasted pretty good. It seemed quite fresh. Absolutely not toasted. I don't know what they were doing advertising it like that. So yeah, there we go, that's the food. I've been avoiding the food in the expo because it's quite expensive and I'm on a bit of a budget. If you leave me a super like, maybe I can finally buy some food from the expo. I went to the Commons Pavilions too, as usual, quite interesting. A nice mix of smaller countries from all over the world, from like the South Pacific, they've got Central Asia, Africa, small European countries, and South America too, and the Caribbean. I will have to go back to that one at some point to finish off the list because I had to get to my reservation with Netherlands. So the Pakistan one had a big line, which is a bit unusual. I don't think I've seen any of the other ones with lines. I think Ukraine had a line actually, but that's a little bit larger. That probably doesn't take very long. So next I got to the Osaka Health Pavilion. Now I was not prepared for how long I could spend in here. As you saw in the video, there was a plan to get through it in 1 hour, but it took me 3.5 hours in the end, including reservation waiting time. So I got let in fairly easily, but it still took me 40 minutes to actually get to anything. So it's like, why am I reserving the time slot if I've still got to wait for ages? I thought that's the whole point of reservations, but yeah, whatever. Interesting, the kind of health scan pod thing was interesting. It did go quite quickly though, and I think I messed up some of the steps. I think the eyesight bit and the teeth bit, I think I messed up. And the projection of myself, I don't know if this is just aimed towards Japanese people, but I've got blue eyes, and apparently I'm going to get brown eyes in the future. I'm becoming more Asian by the day. So it was, yeah, interesting, a little curiosity. The displays were quite interesting. There's a lot of them as well. As you can see, I took a long time there. The virtual reality took the longest. I think I was waiting for about half an hour there, which was a bit of a struggle. They're quite strict about where you stood as well in the line, so there's no chance to sit down or anything like that. Yeah, but very interesting. Lots of freebies as well. Shall I show you those now? You saw when I answered some health questions that it gave me some. It's kind of the 7-Eleven pavilion or 7-Eleven area, and they gave you a little vending machine thing at the bottom. I got these GABA multivitamin gummy things. I don't know what GABA is. Does it say? No, it just says GABA. And it's got collagen in it apparently, so I guess this is making up for something I don't have. They're peach flavoured as well, so I've already cracked these open actually. Let's try another one. It was quite a while ago. Didn't want to eat them all because I want to show you. So, oh, got a bit of a kick to it. Take 5 to 6 a day apparently. Oh, I'm not big with sour food, but here we are. I got some free mouthwash as well. Don't know if that was for everyone or just I thought I smelled bad. It's a little bit strange. Come in these little. Don't put this in your coffee by mistake. So, well, okay, can't smell that from the packet. So, I'll try those out one day. And this is not a freebie, but I did get these from the Kansai Pavilion. They had their Kyoto area on the side. I've got some kind of pickled flavoured snacks and some pickled flavour kind of chewy sweets. These are pucho sweets. These are quite popular, usually fruity, but pickled flavour, I'm not so sure about that. Let's try try one of those one day. I'm putting that one off. Okay, as I said, that took a long time, so it was getting dark when I got out of the Osaka Health Pavilion. So I went to South Korea, and it was starting to rain, so I had a chance to get one of the unreserved entry spots. Only took about 10 minutes to get in, which was a nice surprise. It was interesting. You can reserve this one, by the way. This is on the list, but yeah, curious. I'm not sure what the through line was for all of this stuff, because you recorded your voice and it gets used in that weird Clockwork Orange auditory overload space, which is a little bit high concept. The next room, breathing into tubes and making kind of burp bubbles, that was interesting too. I like the idea of kind of plastic fossils, that was kind of interesting. And then the K-pop area at the end, which was good. The song wasn't amazing, but it was had a nice cute story with it. So yeah, Korea, kind of yeah, in the middle of the road really for me. That was not bad. Azerbaijan, I think that's one of the most interesting looking buildings. It's got nice lattice work and traditional, I don't know, architecture. And those dancing, slowly turning dancing ladies. Inside was a little bit sparse. There wasn't much there. It was just like a small projection area. Like I said in the walkthrough, it was a bit like the Brunei area in the Commons F. So not really much there. But there was a nice mini museum on the side with clothes and things. I had quite a long chat with one of the ladies there who's from Azerbaijan. She told me a lot of information. She seemed quite interested to share her knowledge. And finally, on the way out, I got to Colombia, which didn't have a line. It's very colourful, very interesting. You can see a lot of Amazonian nature and biodiversity. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. The sour sweets are getting me. Oh, you okay? Miyaku. Keep him over here. So I got through quite a few. That was kind of interesting. Now I want to get to, I said at the start I was going to do a ranking of all the places I've been to up to now. I'm going to do this in two categories. So I'm going to do the countries on one side and then the kind of home pavilions, Japanese ones, the Japanese companies or Japanese artist pavilions as well. So for the countries, I think 5th place I'm going to give to Canada. Kind of interesting concept, a little bit of a long wait and a bit of a pain to get into. Number 4, the Philippines, very simple but interesting concept, and the kind of what is it? Not VR, AR. I don't know. Becoming a banana person, that was kind of interesting, or mangoes. And you could get a free massage as well if you get there really early. You can book one of those up. So that was nice. Number 3, I'm going to be to Luxembourg. Bit of a surprise. It's a little bit enigmatic from the outside. You can't get any idea what was inside. But that was well put together. A bit of a long line, but yeah, friendly staff, and the experiences were kind of interesting too. And number 2, I'm going to give that to Thailand. Again, very friendly, nice opening experience, people trying to get you in the mood. Nice smells in the pavilion too, lots of interesting information. And they had some nice performances on the outside too, which you can see without entering the pavilion if you want to. Oh, excuse me. And then the top of the heap, I think so far is Germany. I think that might be my top country at the moment. Yeah, kind of cute concept. The little talking blobby thing was interesting, and lots of things to do and see. So I think, yeah, Deutschland wins the crown at the moment. But is it going to stay there? We've got some more videos coming up in the future, so please check out my ranking a little bit further on. Oh dear. God, these sour gummies are doing a number on me. As for the Japanese ones, I'm going to say 3rd place I'm giving to the NTT Pavilion, which is the communication one I did in my first video. So interesting. I love Perfume, the girl group. So of course the collaboration was nice with them. Number 2, I'll give to the healthcare, just for sheer content. There's a lot of stuff going on. The future version of yourself was kind of interesting hook. Yeah, it was pretty exhausting though, so yeah, choose your battles, otherwise you'll be in there all day. And top, I think, is going to go to the Kansai Pavilion. I really enjoyed that. I'm a Kansai lover. A little bit strange that they were extending to Tokushima, Fukui and Tottori, which are not really Kansai, but the annoying thing though, you can get stamps for each of those areas inside the pavilion, but there are also stamps outside the expo in actual locations in Kansai. Am I going to be able to do those? Can I? Is it going to cost a lot of money to do all those? I'm not sure. Watch this space. We'll see what happens in the future. So I might have to go to Tokushima to get a stamp. I kind of want to go there anyway at some point, so maybe this will be a good reason to. So yeah, that's Kansai Pavilion was very nice. The Japan Pavilion just missed the list. It was kind of interesting, but yeah, didn't really engage me that much. And a separate honourable mention, which I didn't think really fitted into any of the other ones, was the Signature Pavilion Future of Life with the androids. I think you saw those in part 3 of my Expo diaries. Interesting, spectacular, moving, amazing. That's probably my top pavilion out of all of them. I'm hoping to add a few more signature pavilions to that list so I can do a ranking of those, especially the null one, which I want to get into soon. So there we go, that's my ranking. What about yours? Let me know in the comments what your favourites were. I'd be interested to hear those. Maybe I've not been to some of them. I'd like to get your recommendations. So I think that's me for today. Of course, there's more coming. Tomorrow I'm going for the 5th time, so I'll be getting even more content. Promise I'm going to mix up the content as well, so you're going to see stuff from outside the expo, of course, as well. But that's enough for now. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment or a question about the expo. What else? Share the channel, give me a super like if you really love it. Join one of my membership levels if you really love me. Otherwise, that's it. Thank you so much and take care. See you again soon. Bye bye.